Good morning, intrepid readers. I've got so much to do today, my head's gonna explode. That's kind of how I'm feeling this morning. There's so much happening here. It is bananas. But it's Wednesday, which means that I need to be doing the video blog from the blog I finished this weekend, which, by the way, I still haven't sent it out to all of my social media sites. But here we go. Let's get this part. Let's do this part, and then I'll move on to all the other bazillion things I have to do. All right. So last weekend's blog was called "The Mystery of the Illusion of Control," Part 3. So actually, I think I said "The Mystery of Embrace the Suck" or "The Illusion of Control," Part 3. So that was it. This past weekend, I had seen a movie on Epix called Whiskey Tango Foxtrot with Tina Fey, and anybody knows, I think. But anyway, Tina Fey. Oh, Robbie, what's her name? The really pretty actress, English actress from Will Smith Focus. Do you remember that movie? Anyway, that's the cast. So the movie is Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. It takes place in Afghanistan in the early 2000s. We're in the war in Afghanistan. And Tina Fey plays a news reporter who kind of does news copy in a little cubicle and becomes disenfranchised with journalism and decides that she wants to, look outside the box and do something exciting. And so she goes to Afghanistan to see about being a foreign correspondent, and all sorts of things happen. And I don't know, I really enjoyed the movie. I don't think the reviews said it was very good, but I thought it was really good. And the main theme that I came out with started at the beginning and was kind of wrapped up at the end. And it was because when she first got to Afghanistan, she met this soldier. And she's trying to interview soldiers and get a take on everything that's going on. And he basically said that not much happens in wherever he was stationed, that he never even had to unleash his gun off his shoulder, never had to cock his weapon, prepare to fire it, whatever. That things were pretty mellow, I guess, where he was stationed. And just, in the movie, he was, it was bad in Afghanistan. But it's like being on a stakeout. 2 minutes of excitement and 2 weeks of boredom. So, I got it. Anyway, what she did was take a little soundbite from the things that he had said and basically made it sound like he never does anything. And so what the Army did was moved him to another station where he got his legs blown off. And she finds this out during the course of the movie. And at the end, when she returns to the States, she goes back to this soldier's house somewhere in the Midwest. And she sits down with him and basically says, "Hey, ream me royally. You have the right to give me all the shit in the world right now. I'm so sorry about your legs." And this soldier, this actor, he was so great. He said, "You didn't blow up my legs, Kate." That was her name, Kate. It's like, or no, it was Kim. Sorry. "You didn't blow up my legs, Kim. You didn't bury the IED in the ground. That's some 12-year-old jihadist." And not to mention, he makes a list, just this long list of all the things that had to happen, basically, to culminate in the loss of his legs, right? The United States had to go to war there. I wrote this all in my blog. Leonid Brezhnev was the Russian dictator at the time, and he had to do some things differently, and the United Kingdom had to do some things differently, and I mean, there was just a humongous list of snowball effects that had to happen for him to get his legs blown off. And he looks at Kim and he's like, you're giving yourself way too much credit. All right, and basically at the end, because she can't really get over it, she's, you know, he says, you got to embrace the suck and move the fuck forward. That's his motto. Embrace the suck and move the fuck forward. What else can you do? Is what he says. And I really liked the motto. I really would like to adopt it. Of course, if it were my situation, I would completely blame myself for this soldier losing his legs. And regardless of how fantastically he could present the embrace the suck motto to me, I think I would still feel that way. So that's where I'm still working. You know, the illusion of control. I feel like I have more than I do. I feel like I should have more than I do. And I behave that way a lot. And it's not always good. So because of this movie, which I kind of just did a lot of spoilers, I'll put that on YouTube when I put this out. There are spoilers on this video. I came away with a motto that I would like to try and embrace in my future, and that is embrace the suck and move the fuck forward. Take the bad, move on. It's a goal. It's a good one, I think, especially the way that you all know I'm feeling with the government as it is right now and what's happening with the government. I think it's a great motto. I'm working on it. You'll be hearing more about it in future blogs, I have no doubt. So until then, I hope you enjoyed this one. I would love to hear what you think. See me moving my eyes. And until next time, stay mystified.